Tour Striker Nation, Martin Chuck here, and welcome to the studio at the Raven Golf Club in Phoenix, Arizona. I've got a great deal for you. I've got the Tour Striker and the Tour Striker Educator in one low price. It's really going to help you understand how to strike your best shots. You see, there's a lot of products coming out now that basically show you how to move the golf club in the plane of your lead arm. In my case, as a right-handed golfer, that would be my left arm. But the reality is, golf isn't just about this behavior, this hinging up and down. This isn't what happens in an effective swing. Now, there's a lot of truth that we certainly don't want this behavior in a lot of golfers. We get that condition. A lot of golfers come back, their elbows separate, and they get a gap between the educator and their lead forearm. And that's problematic because it puts their lead wrist, my left wrist, in a cupping position, opens the face wide open, and that signals to your brain that you better stall your pivot back up and give yourself time to square the face. Well, this behavior, if you have a coat hanger, and there's products out there, and I guess imitation is flattery, and I appreciate that, this behavior right here, up and down the plane of the left arm, is not the magic sauce of a good striker. The best players have a difference where this condition actually rotates, and you can see where the club head is going relative to my arm. The club head has weight in it, and from where I had the educator, and that's why I didn't fix it to where it stayed completely attached one end to the other, because this motion's not good golf. This motion is, and you can kind of see what my left wrist is doing. It's going into a bit of a boat condition. Why does it do that? It goes into that condition because we're allowing the weight at the end of this stick to influence our wrist condition. So this behavior, if you put the educator in and you do it correctly, anticipate this motion, allowing it to rotate within the tube, within the shaft. And you can see from a vertical condition, what happens in an effective downswing is that the weight of the golf club should influence the educator to rotate, and it rotates clockwise a little bit. That is indeed the magic sauce. And if you want to look up something really cool, look up the young man named Tommy Dorsey. He's a little guy. Unfortunately, he lost a limb somehow. He plays golf left arm only, and he's a beautiful striker. And on the way down, you're going to see how he strikes the ball amazingly well with one arm as he lets his lead wrist go into that nice bowed condition. So, Tour Striker Nation, this is the offer. The Tour Striker on its own will help inspire your impact to be forward leaning. It'll help you get your weight on your lead side for that critical moment of the strike. The educator is going to teach you a variety of things. It's going to teach you how to have that sense of feeling on, if you're truly relaxed, how the weight of the golf club falls behind the hands a little bit as it's inspired to get in front of you before it pulls you up into a finish. Now, there's not only that drill with the educator, you can do a variety of great drills. The under-over is kind of the next level up. So this is adjustable so that you can learn how to go from this condition, from an address position where the white stick here, the white arm is between my forearms, and watch what happens in my backswing. As I change direction, the white arm can get underneath my lead arm, the white educator arm can get underneath my arm and work out on the other side, because that's what the weight of the club should do in an effective swing. And not only that, you can train yourself a variety of ways. Pop this up here into the vertical condition, and then if you put this in your putter, you can go ahead and I'll just twist this 90 degrees to the face. Now you've got an awareness. If you get too handsy, you want to feel that bulbous tip right there just kind of ride along your elbow when you hit some putts. You don't want too much of this action, if at all, when you putt. So Tour Striker Nation, a great two-in-one offer. Check the price below. Best price ever for these two great training aids, and I really do appreciate your support. Thanks so much. Let's go ahead and hit a little shot with the Tour Striker and the Tour Striker Educator. So remember, from the normal position, when you put it in here and you match it up with the face, in the downswing, you're going to want to have that sense that you can rotate the educator a little bit clockwise within the tube. So it's vertical at this moment. We're going to hit a little shot here with the Tour Striker and the Tour Striker Educator. A nice little strike. Then we look at that, we've tweaked that a little bit, and that's that nice sense of the club head laying down just a little bit as we pivot and strike a shot. So Martin Chuck signing off. Hope you take advantage of this awesome offer, and thanks for your support.